Hi sociologists. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the sociological imagination. It's critical to the study of sociology, and you will find that not only will we learn it here at the beginning of the class, but we will go back to and review the sociological imagination at various times throughout the semester. And in fact, it's embedded into a lot of the discussions that we're going to have and the assignments that will be due. You will notice that reader number 1 is the sociological imagination, so it's clearly very important. In addition to the reader article, note that for the directed learning activity, you have a numbered article for the sociological imagination. I encourage you to read both. They're not exact duplicates. The numbered article has more editing in it than the article that you're going to read, the sociological imagination. Now, the sociological imagination in the reader is also a brief, just an excerpt from the entire book that C. Wright Mills wrote, called The Sociological Imagination. So let me take a moment, and I'd really like to read a statement from the article that I think will help with some explanation and some guiding you as students. Now I'm going to look at page 1 of the reader at the very end of the first page, that last paragraph that starts there. It says, "Yet men do not usually define the troubles they endure in terms of historical change and institutional contradiction. The well-being they enjoy, they do not usually impute to the big ups and downs of a society in which they live. Seldom aware of the intricate connection between the patterns of their own lives and the course of world history, ordinary men do not usually know what this connection means for the kinds of men they are becoming and for the kinds of history making in which they might take part." That's a very important statement from C. Wright Mills. C. Wright Mills here is saying that people believe that what happens to them is pretty unique, and that they may not be aware that there are structural things happening in the society that cause or create our individual experiences. Now that doesn't mean that sometimes what we experience really is individual. C. Wright Mills is encouraging us to take a look at things in society, look at the structure of society and see, is that impacting our personal troubles? So C. Wright Mills talks about what's happening to us as individuals as personal troubles. He is asking that we take a moment to see, are our personal troubles perhaps the result of a public issue? A public issue means something that's happening in the society. It's usually structural. Often it'll happen to many people in the society, even though who have the same characteristics, but maybe they don't know each other or associate with each other. But they all experience these same set of conditions because there's actually something in the structure of society that is causing your individual experiences. C. Wright Mills is asking us to look up and take a look around ourselves and see what are some potential structural causes of these personal troubles. Now, also in the excerpt that I read, C. Wright Mills did make a mention of that ordinary men may not become aware of the history making in which they are to take part. I often see students in this class, in Sociology 1, really emphasizing this potential for individuals to have this great impact on society, and that's their takeaway from the sociological imagination. However, there are other parts included in the reader article for this week that make it clear that C. Wright Mills felt that individual contributions on society were minute. In fact, he uses the word minute. So I do believe that C. Wright Mills thought the good work, the work of a good sociologist, having understood and uncovered that there are structural issues that are causing individual personal troubles, but a sociologist uncovering that truth and then working to make change can have that impact on society. So I wanted to give you that overview to help you in your understanding of the sociological imagination. It's such an important concept for sociology, and it's one that takes some time to think about and understand. It's very philosophical in nature, trying to kind of link the individual experience to looking at larger structures in society or looking at patterns in society that might be causing some of our personal troubles. I welcome any questions that you have about the sociological imagination. Please send me an email. You can do it through the LMS program or email me at cotto@lbcc.edu. Thanks.